Как мы написали уровень средний до высокого. Все немножко в курсе джазовых аккордов, арпеджио. Да? Хорошо, сейчас посмотрим. Мы идем где-то по этому плану, да, аккорды, потом это, потом соединение, потом арпеджио, потом блюз. И все вопросы задавайте по ходу, так будет просто легче общаться. Да? Ничего.
So, in the jazz, for play jazz standards, generally are typical chords or block chords to play. Are block of chords, 3 chords that you can repeat in every standard in other keys, and this block of chords are in the old music. And yes, I would like to analyze and show the most used first, the most used block of chords in jazz. Huh? The most used
В джазовых стандартах, понятно, есть типичные соединения, комбинации аккордов, которые везде повторяются. Не только в джазовой музыке, и можно и в другой, и классической, в другой. И сейчас попробуем проанализировать самые часто используемые комбинации.
So the most used is like G minor, C7, F. This chord in jazz 2, 5, 1. You know already, did you hear about this? Yes?
Я знаю, 2-5-1, самый часто прогрессив.
So, so I would first I show for the G minor, G minor, C7, and F. Huh? So, and this is, I would like to explain, yes, in the different key, in different position, and they're the most used that you can play. So like G and C, you play like a small arpeggio. This C can be, you know, this is the basis from the C, and you can use many notes like this. And then when you have this basis, you can use many notes with this C, no? And yeah, we have to, maybe I wrote some passage maybe. And anyway, there are many that is the more used, you know, very simple. voicings you can use. I write some voice after. First, I just want to say that that's the more simple, but there are many ways to play the 2-5-1. And for example, one way you know already. If you know this chord, you know. That is C7 flat 9. This is the same like this diminished chord. You know, maybe many know that this chord are the same thing, no? Are the same notes. No? That's why this chord has many variations. G Moll play very much this chord. Or this. This note was here and now it's here. So you can use using this C. You know. One of these is the same, no? G minor, F, C7, F, no? This is one of the, you are putting new notes because this chord is okay, it's very symmetrical, it's a third, or a third, it's very symmetrical. It's a taste, someone in the gypsy music they love this. But in the jazz music, so they are more looking for all other notes. So you can, if you, G minor, first chord, you have this with 9. You can play here too, without bass, no problem. G minor, C7, F. So, very easy, no? You start to make the arpeggio from this chord. So I have G minor, and then I put this kind of, not this is, it's very easy, it's that third, no? But you start to put here, G minor, same. The next. Here too. G minor. Then this chord. So learn to resolve in F through every one from this chord. chord and then try to resolve to F. From everyone from this chord. I just one second.
Отсюда нам скажешь?
Yeah.
А нужно что-то помочь?
So you have this
Если
C.
спрашивают.
You have for this C you have this is the original chord. To play the C7, this, no? Then the second one, what we are talking about is this. You can start from here to the arpeggio, you know? Look. This, no? What we... You can start from here. Yeah. You can start. You can make chromatical too. Yeah. So and okay, from the G minor. Okay, G minor, you know, basic chord with 9, so no. The next is here. This. And this, you have this, no? Different positions. 8, no? No? And here too, no? 11 positions. You have only the same chord, and you can make arpeggio and then resolve to F. That is the one way to resolve to F with the 2-5-1. Now there is another way, is more sweet, because you don't go through 7 chords. 7 chord could be hard compared to the minor chord. So we make now another way to go to F, no? That is first way, no? To go to F. You play G minor and then you play one arpeggio or this, this is better, and then you try to resolve to F. First way. Second way. Second way, we move this chord, make G minor, and we move this chord in B minor, and we go to F. So instead C7, we have this chord. And it's very easy. If I show you, you have like G minor, you make the same phrases, 1.5 tone. Kannst du das oder?
Все понятная история с первой?
Да.
Да? До 7 заменяется на ми уменьшенный, а еще лучше на второй с этой...
1.5 tone higher. So F, G minor, B, F.
Вместо до 7 просто двигает на си бемоль минор, да? И получается интересная
So
опция.
if you play, doesn't matter, very, very easy phrase. Same phrase in G minor. Same phrase. And F. Huh? G minor. Now I try to play this G minor. And then you go. Huh? G minor, played here. So you play G minor one phrase. Yeah. Yeah. Du kannst
Си бемольный арпеджио до аккорд, в смысле, не обязательно двигать. Да, остается до 7, а вы переезжаете в си бемоль арпеджио, да? Си бемоль.
arpeggio or phrase. No. Same phrase, you move here and then you go to F. That's the second way, but the second way, now we see one more because we take one more. Huh? And we go to F. Same things. So because you can move here, 1.5, but you can move 1.5, one more, 1.5. You have D flat. You have G minor, first G minor, then you go this, and then F. And but you can make G minor, G minor, D flat, same phrases. Same phrases. you don't know with this method, with this way, you don't need anymore to think augmented or with or this. You don't know. You don't need anymore because it's more simple. You know, this way, this. If you this chord is a D flat minor. C augmented. C augmented. This is D flat. So why I have to think C augmented? It's too complicated. I think this is more easy. And then you got this sound. Huh? Pure arpeggio. G minor. D flat. Pure arpeggio, no secrets. If you know, what's they saying? And this comes, okay, a little bit in theory, no? This coming always from this chord, you know. This chord that you can use this chord here would be same chord 1.5 1.5 higher. And here.
Точно как уменьшенный, да, вот этот ми, который уменьшенный септаккорд, на до, да, подходит. Вторая опция была си бемоль, точно как уменьшенный через каждую малую терцию, да, повторяется. То же самое он делает с си бемоль минор, да, было первый вариант, чем заменить. И если дальше посчитать ре бемоль минор, опять же. Чтобы избавиться как бы от этого до 7 диез 9, чтобы не быть к нему все время вот здесь вот так привязанным, играть какую-то простую фразу, просто двигая то ли в си бемоль, то ли в ре бемоль, в зависимости от.
And very high in the oberste Gesetz und dieses diminished scale. So the diminished scale that is why this is legitimate. Also the diminished scale legitimiert diese wie kann man sagen, ermöglicht diese Dinge. Weil die diminished scale, because the diminished scale is the same like this chord, no? You can play this diminished scale here. Yeah, but you can play one more. Yeah. Always you can play the same scale, are 80 notes. And you can play this scale always, it's always the same note. same note 1.5 higher, or the same scale. That's why this works.
Понятно? С уменьшенной гаммой, знаете, да, тон, полутон, да, которая работает через этот уменьшенный аккорд, да, ми, ну, из до происходящий. И можно ее дальше двигать наверх или вниз. И точно так же с этими там си бемоль, да, с этими опциями. Двигается туда, наверх.
Yeah. A tone, if you like, you can play, you can let the and then you very simple phrase. Always moving. Now I'm trying now this, no? From G, moving up. Now I try to from G to D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can always move from this chord, you know, to make more interesting, to go to F, no? Everyone is always looking the way from G minor to go to F, new ways, and this is one of the possibilities, no? And don't play complicated phrases, because if you play very easy phrases, you have already you have the alternate notes just moving. You have already the good notes. You know. You have this G. Alternate chord. Don't play complicated phrase, because you have already good notes when you are moving the chord. Or can't do it's okay.
Между соль минором и фа, да, между первым и последним есть очень много вариантов, как обыграть это до си. Сейчас Джорджио показывает все замены. И, ну, говорит, не надо какие-то сложные, суперсложные фразы учить на этот второй аккорд, да. Если сдвинуть просто, уже множество альтерированных нот, это и проще, чем запоминать какие-то там страшно сложные, на это 7 с альтерациями, да. Понятно?
Questions about this?
Вопросы? Можете все спрашивать.
I have excuse me, how do you suggest to learn these phrases which you play to do?
Yes.
Should we waves in every area, in every playing home.
In the guitar, it's very easy to transpose.
Just compose.
Just hear the sound and then to transpose is not difficult. Huh? To transpose is not difficult. And to learn the phrases, you take any tune from Coltrane or from West or from anyone. You hear one or George Benson. You hear one phrase that he play in G minor, always G minor. No, you know, like, and then you know. Then you hear, okay, he's playing in G minor, good. I take one phrase from him, and then okay, I can use this phrase. I move this phrase, and I have the same, you know. Doesn't matter if he's playing. Coltrane is playing in D minor, or there's no problem G minor. You take these phrases because you like these phrases, and then you try to move these phrases using in another contest, in this contest that is more used. No? Then you take one phrases or your phrases. Summertime. No? I take only this. Doesn't matter. You just move the phrase, and then you will see that it's working. Huh?
Вкратце, да, на гитаре все очень легко двигается у нас, поэтому какую-нибудь фразу Колтрейна или Вест Монтгомери какая-то мне очень понравилась, можно запомнить и просто сдвигать, да, минорная какая-то, по этому принципу.
Kann auch alles was du spielt, kann auch alles in Moll sein, ist egal. Man nimmt eine Phrase von da und man verschiebt.
Ja, ну, как учат, да, Вест Монтгомери, транскрипцию, какая-нибудь минорная.
Not any phrases.
Фраза одна и та же.
Take a phrase that you like and move. And do here and here. And just one small thing I brought here, because normally 251 is 1 bar, 2 second bar, and 2 bars, you know, and 2. Here is optional chord because you have depends what are coming after. Maybe you have the 7, maybe you have D minor, or maybe you have.
В зависимости, что в том пятом такте, да, может там быть или Ре7, или минор, или уменьшенный.
Depends. What is coming after this phrases. So this is more or less the two ways to go to F, no? If you want to take a picture or want to take a picture to see a tone, because we change page. Okay? So, this was one block, this is the block more used in the music, classical music, in every kind of music. Almost no, China music maybe not. But, okay. And this was in the key of F. You can try before this in F, and then you try to transpose, and not difficult. It's the more important things, and you got the sound. You got the sound of this moving. Okay, I'm moving and I come to F with this way. This is an important thing. After the keys for guitar players is not difficult. The other block, Sachman block, block chords. Sequenza. The other sequence of chords in jazz is going to the minor chords.
Сейчас говорим про минор.
And we can. We can take, for example, this is the same thing, but going to D minor, not to a minor chord. This,
Теперь в минор.
We have half diminished. You know, you have E minor, and you try to diminish, wie sagt man, vermindern.
Уменьшен.
Yeah. One note, this. That is so, but we don't play so, we play so, no? This is half diminished, no? If I want total diminish, I have to vermindern, no? One more note, this. I have to put this note here. So we play so. That is diminish. So it's half diminish, also it's normal. E minor, half diminish, and diminish. Okay, this was a little bit, theory is not so important. So, now we can do the same process like before, a little bit. We have this chord, it's like G minor, it's just another bass. Same chord, yes, and we have to go from this to this chord. It's the same thing like before, huh? We have here, then we have A7, we make so, A7, yeah. You know, it's the same chord like before. That is like G minor, A7 is like C7, like before. It's the same chord. And then we go not to F, but to D minor, which is the same like F. It's just another bass. So, actually, if you play a phrases, what we play here before, we play to F. And then the other one, and work the same. The same, it's the same phrases. doesn't matter if you go to F or you go to this chord, to D minor, but it was the same, no? This is exactly the same like G minor. This A7 is exactly the same like C7, like before, no? G minor, C7, no? And this is like F. You know, maybe it's the same because you know this tune, for example, is made from this and this. What we write? Do 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 do. It's the same. And you can use the same things like G minor here, phrases, and then move the same phrase here. Move the same like before. The same, and you have then just only the band is playing. The band is playing this. But you are thinking G minor. Thinking G minor, moving, and then D minor, the same like before, because are parallel, no?
Это прогрессия почти то же, что предыдущая, да? Нужно те фразы просто вставить сюда.
Huh? So in this, I can't. Wait. Can put like one diminish here. You can use with chord too, no? This chord, this, you can play here. You can add this finger. Then this is the same chord, A. the next step is to go to move the chords not symmetrical with the same phrases. So we made same phrases, but after you try I made G minor, and then I take this chord, G minor. I take this chord, moving, but not with the same phrases. Ist klar, diese.
Понятно?
Kannst du sagen, muss man probieren symmetrisch.
Когда получалось одну фразу двигать, да, туда-сюда, одну и ту же. Потом надо попробовать уйти от этой симметрии в другую, да?
Symmetrisch und dann nicht symmetrisch, danach.
Не симметрично попробовать уйти от этого. Да. Gleiche Phrase, aber andere Finger.
No. Eine ganz andere Phrase. Ich denke nur in B, weißt du? Ich denke erst in G-Moll, mag ich schon was.
Он думает в си бемоле, но уже не повторять, как в зеркале, да, а вообще какую-то другую удалиться. Да? Думая в си бемоль минор, но не симметрично. Да?
Viert symmetrisch. Identisch. After I made it. Here is B flat. G minor. I go to B flat with other phrases, other different phrases. No. Not with the same. That is the step after.
Следующий шаг, как уйти от вот этого вот просто переноса, так сказать, фразы, да?
Then you look for chords, for chords. Okay, you have this chord, no? You can get. First you play this chord with this options too, no? Then you have to choose 1 7 chord. 7 chords are many. In the 7 chord is all what happen interesting in before you go to D minor or before you go to F. In the 7 chord is the more interesting movements are there. So you have to choose which 7 chord I'm using. First this chord, okay, that's stay. For example, A7, I choose now this. And then D minor. D minor are always almost the same. Then same as a G7, A7. I write a few 7 chords.
Второй аккорд, который ля 7, там очень много опций, там можно бемоль 5, диез, там увеличены. Ну, сейчас покажет несколько идей, что можно заменять ля 7.
You know, this is the ground, the basic. The basic from A7, from this chord. The basic.
Основная, да, базис, как сказать, основа ля-7, а там сейчас нарисую, что можно туда прибавить.
This is the basic. And then you can put this note. No, you can put this note, this note, this note. No? And you have to choose one of this for this note. After you play this chord, this is a basic, and then I put other fingers to change the way, no? Or basic with this finger here. With this, no? This is the basic, and then you put one of this finger. Most, so if you play these notes here, you have to play these two. Huh? Das ist, na, wenn man auf diese Seite spielt, meistens spielt man auch diese
Да,
Note.
эти опции на любой струне, там желательно играть эту DS5.
No, when I,
Не, он имеет в виду, вот это должна быть фа, да?
you know, this, for example, no? This chord. That's I have to write the variation from this chord. That is very useful. From this chord. This chord is so. We say in okay, A7, huh? So we have this G moll, huh? Always A7. Then we have this what we did before. Huh? Huh? It's the same because this note was here. Yeah? Option for that.
Это все, что
Ist alles
вместо
dasselbe.
ля-7, да?
It's always it's eine Variation von diesem Akkord. Von diesem Akkord.
Ну, все выходят из вот этой уменьшенной формы, да, которая на ля-7.
Yes, so no, that's not. These are all A7, no? You did like before, no? Then we have this. Then we have this. And then this. With everyone from this, always move this. This the same. It is anyway.
Как уменьшенный все двигается, да? Точно по тем же маленьким
So,
терцам.
I play this chord and then A7. This chord is always the same, most. And then I choose one of this A7. Now I'm playing this, but this chord, okay, this you have the option to good option to play this note too, and then the sound is like this. Huh? You have to, but huh? You choose one of these chords and you try to move to with chord and with phrases. Huh? That's just to say that you can move with phrases and with chords. The same.
Как мелодические фразы, да, так и эти аккорды можно двигать направо, туда.
It's cloud. Questions.
На каком языке? Понятно? Да? Вопросы?
At home you can rubato, no?
Rubato.
Without tempo.
Думаю, sound.
Just checking sound. Just saying this. We have this. It's beautiful. G moll. So always using this chord.
Джим Холл много играл.
Same, no? That I didn't write this, okay. But it's the same like this. So, I hope it's not, for someone maybe it's clear, but maybe, okay, you can look the video, maybe you can refresh, Tom, but I hope it's not too, I didn't explain too complicated.
Не очень сложная тема.
Huh? So, just one small thing that what we made now is fundamentals changes that are used in every 80%. 80% from every standard is made from this stuff. But you will find in real book or in one different partiture, no? You will find many complicated wrote. You can write so many things, small things, very complicated. but you have to know if you could make a radiography, röntgenbild, wie sagt man Röntgenbild? Eine Röntgenbild, Radiografie. Radiography, no? No, okay. So if you could see in one partitur, no? If you could see in the partitur, so like one skeleton, you will see only very, very basic chords. Only a few chords there. Not so many things what there is brought, many small things and there, many substitution and so. You have to recognize the skeleton.
Рентген. Okay. Понятно, я сейчас только понял.
If you could make a rentgen.
Да, если сложные все посмотреть, там в реалбуках 80% основано на этом. А там можно в других книжках найти там миллион аккордов, но если как рентген просветить это, то видишь все равно вот эти вот простые, да, схемы.
You know Chet Baker, no? Chet Baker, he didn't know so many things about harmony, but he know always the skeleton. When you know the skeleton from the tune, the standard, when you know the skeleton and you are improvising on the skeleton, following the skeleton, so you are never wrong. You are always in the right way, you know? This is what Chet Baker always was made, always looking for the skeleton, playing on the skeleton, no? This is cloud.
Yeah.
Wat volevi? Je wollte spreken een beetje over blues, oder?
Да, arpeggio.
Ja, arpeggio, ma che arpeggio zeigen, oder? So, you can treat this kind of things with phrases, like we did before. Phrases, but you can use this arpeggio too. G minor, B flat minor, and F, for example. No? You can use arpeggios too. Sound is very symmetrical, but it's a possibility to gypsy music, many arpeggio, diminish and so many arpeggio. There's a taste. Well, you can use arpeggio to move the arpeggio and then go to F or to D minor, no? So, hast du ein Arpeggio, das man sagt?
Well, let's make our major, just.
The major is like B minor. So no.
Ежем там G.
Un arpeggio da.
Вы знаете вот эти, как играть вертикально, нет? Например, вот мастер вертикально.
Wie du zeigen möchtest.
К примеру, соль мажор, да? Из чего состоит, да, этот соль? Можно сейчас спать. Да? Или минор. Можно там, да? До минор. Сейчас, секунду, хотел вертикально. Да, можно сказать, вертикальная, да, даже. Oder horizontal, ja?
Probier nochmal bitte die G-Major-Arpeggio, was du gemacht hast.
Die verstehen.
Das ist G-Major-Arpeggio. But it's E minor too. E minor.
Параллельному минору, да, то же самое можно, чтобы не прыгать в минор. Horizontal?
Wie du möchtest. Aber sag in G. Oder
В соль остаемся, да, например. Удобно играть вот эти, например, я говорю горизонтальные, да, не помню, кто-то Пэт Мартино сказал. Горизонтальные, да, арпеджио, соль. Соль, да? Везде, где есть. Симметрично и очень легко запоминается и быстро, да, визуально. Или через... И можно любое строить, да, можно именно... Доминантно. И так далее. Минор, мейджор 7.
Vielleicht sollte das filmen oder ein Video machen. Oder
Знаете эти формы, да? Или медленно? Нет? Показать еще раз? Oder hast du was anderes?
Okay, no. So, a good solo, normally by everyone, Pat Martino, George Benson, Wes Montgomery, Pat Metini, this is made mostly for three things: arpeggio, this, melody, scale, no? Scale, on the scale, notes, and chromatical. Then you have to, chromatical are out, the notes are out, but you are coming down. I make an example. This, what Alex did, no? You can start with chromatical. Chromatical notes and chromatical, how you practice chromatical. First exercise. You take one very simple chord. This, no? Okay. You sign this chord with this finger, No? Very. And then you take this. Then you sit the minor chord. You start so. When you start a melody, we say, for example, first note from the melody is this. Then you start. This is the chromatical approach. Then you mix chromatical with arpeggio. Mix. We stay in G. I'm mixing now the exercise with the notes from the chord with the note from the chord with this chromatical approach. And then you have already two elements, chromatical and arpeggio. Now, arpeggio, chromatical, and melody. Melody, arpeggio, chromatical, and melody. That is the perfect phrases in jazz, no? Three things: melody, chromatical, and arpeggio. Every guitar player has this. Everyone. Pat Martino has some chromatical and arpeggios. Melody, not so much. Pat Metini, he has melody, very strong melody, and chromatical. Arpeggio, not so much. Joe Pass, chromatical and arpeggios, not so much melody. Everyone has this thing in different doses, no? Дозировку.
Понятно, да? Три элемента, да, главные. У некоторых там два присутствуют. Ну, ясно, да? У Пэта Мадини более мелодические импровизации, более преобладают. Да? Пэт Мартино там мелодия не особо в импровизации, да, он больше там, арпеджио с хроматизмом мешает. Ну, вот у всех гитаристов по-разному.
You know, there are many. It depends how much you want to play chromatical, how much melody or how much arpeggio. This is taste. You have to decide.
Дело в том, что как чего больше хочется.
You have chromatical, more chromatical. More chromatical. Arpeggio a little bit. Arpeggio. And now chromatical. And chromatical. And are already two elements. Then you mix. Melody and arpeggio. So mix these three elements. And the first exercise, we say every chord you have this very simple chord, basic chord. C. With it. You. Always this finger. Minor. This is one, and the other one are two, in bebop, with this finger then. With this finger. Then you first you make. And then you have always to be there with this finger. Or with other with this finger, are two different, but are always good to know for playing chromatical. No, yes, that is okay.
Понятно, да, это упражнение для хроматического.
Schreibe gut.
Один раз этим пальцем надо все ноты найти. Как это называется? Безымянно, то же самое.
You have this. For example, this is the note from G, no? G. Very, very easy, no? You take the easier chord because are enough notes to make. Huh? Yes. Because the first one would be okay. 4. This combination. First finger here, first note here, down, second, third and fourth. With this finger. Was ist das? Medium und Annular. Wie heißt diese Finger nochmal? Annular, Anello. Ringfinger.
Ringfinger, German. English?
Come si dice in Ucraina?
Безымянно.
Huh?
Безымянно.
Also ich schreibe B, ja?
No name.
B finger. Okay? And the other is this. My friend. No. Huh? G. And do
Ring finger.
with a ring finger, eh? Here is a ring finger. No, this is not a ring finger. That is a ring finger. And that is was heißt diese Finger? Also, na, das ist Ring Finger. Ring Finger, ja. Diese. Genau, das. Genau. Und der andere? Du. Ja, welche Finger ist das?
Как назвать?
M.
Middle.
Middle finger. So, this, no? And you have to take these notes always with this key. Always here, middle finger, always the finger. Best is so. If you have this, you put then you put the finger here, and then you put the finger first, then here, and after you put this finger, and you then put your finger here, and here. And mix with arpeggio this, okay. So, talk about the blues or standard.
Die Ratschläge für Gitarrentechnik, was meinst du?
Das sind auch, ne?
Еще есть по арпеджио какие-то вопросы? по желанию.
Покажите как.
Показать? Ну так вот сейчас медленно что.
Ну, пожалуйста, по технике правой руки вопрос.
По технике правой руки.
Вот играть, допустим, с опорой или без опоры, тренироваться так и так. То есть, ну, когда вот медиатором тоже играть. Ну, не знаю. When you play arpeggios, you know, the right hand, how should it, you know, how do you suggest to work with putting your hand on the string or without? You know, how do you think it's important? How to practice?
You know, there are many different techniques. With this, so, I play so, but I play most with the down. And that is not so important. You play because, you know, with this you can reach a good. It's always the same. You can be very fast, so, but you don't have enough sensibility like this, because here, so you have more arm is moving, more the arm is moving here. So here is moving more this, and you have more sensibility for the sound. Huh? That is what I observed generally in guitar players. But you know, you can. The technique don't. You know, technique is not. You have to make music. Hear the sound, the sound from the chord, from the harmony, so you can play so. How you have to listen and to choose the sound you like, because
from sound.
yeah, it's the sound. You have to choose the sound, because look, I was playing always with, when I was more, always with plectrum, because I wanted to be the most faster guitar player in the world. You know, when I was more. But then I heard the big guitar players, they are not so fast. They are, it's the sound, the feeling. It's more the accent is more important than, you know, it's more important the accent, no? Accent you give to the phrase and the feeling. You know, what has to say Django Reinhardt? Django Reinhardt, he has just 2 fingers. What want you to talk about technique? Even today, is nobody that can play like so fast and so like Django, with 2 fingers. You know, it's a you play, and if you feel you like to play more fast, then you play the coordination. So no, this or in triols or if you feel you want to be more fast, please sit down, look television and you make this, because it's not an intellectual work, it's more coordination, you know, it's only coordination to be fast. Huh? So listen to the feeling when you are listening to music. Listen, guitar player with the sound is so good, the feeling is so good. This you have to take, not this. This you can take too if you like, but this everyone can take this, you know. But take the feeling. He is playing, or he's playing fast, and then you take this because you like the feeling and because it's playing fast too. But you like the feeling, you know, that you take this too. No problem, you can take everyone you like, everything that you like.
Last question, how to improve timing feeling?
Good question. Yeah, but for sure, metronome, no? Metronome is not bad. Metronome is not bad. Yeah, because in the beginning you are following. No, you are playing so. But after a while, you don't need a metronome anymore. But if you try in the beginning with a metronome, it's very, very good. And maybe with the time, your timing is going. Then take again the metronome and make some phrases to. Phrases. And then you try to make these phrases in tempo. You know, Herbie Hancock, he said, 1 year ago, he said, shit, I have to play again with metronome because my timing is going, you know, it's normally. Maybe you are making a time in the life when you are a bit coordination or so, coordination is not so good. Then you take metronome and you make it, no? You try to play in tempo, to sit, that's good, sitting good, relax on this tempo, ta, 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 ta. In the beginning, maybe you have to be careful, okay, you have to, but after, okay, everything, relax on tempo, no? Keeping the feeling. Ja, ik wil niet spreken über Blues oder spielen.
Was spielst du?
Ja, ganz gut.
Ein bisschen, ne?
Ja.
Ja, das mach.
So, we spend a few words about blues. Okay, blues. So we say. blues, that there are a few things. G. For sure, you can use. That is normal, pentatonic, normal. West blues, for example, no? G7. He thinks this chord, D minor. One, two, three, four. This is the chord, and we are thinking D minor in all spectrum. Like before. D minor on G. Then is coming C7 in the blues, and you think G minor. Repeat, G minor. You know this. G minor, no? Typical, you know. Huh? It's a G minor, but the band is playing C7. G minor with this big 7. So this is the one of the, for sure, country. It's G7. It's G7, but you know, Coltrane too, and opposite too. If you are playing impressions, you know impressions. Impressions is only here. Then the band is playing this, and we play, and we think G7. G7 plays perfect on D, and D minor plays perfect on G7. But you have always to, you know, to think the other chord. Huh? This is more effect. Take this. Huh?
G major.
No, G7, G7. G7.
Понятно?
Ну ладно, это миксолитийский, да?
You know, blues.
Вместо лесных конструкций. На соль 7, ре минор, да, пятая ступень минор. Дальше то же самое, на до соль.
Ре минор, а ладно, какой? Дорийский или...
Минор, which Dorian, yeah? Which
No, only Dorian, no only Dorian, with big, große Siebenhauch. Mit große Siebenhauch, ne? Natürlich.
minor.
Wenn wir spielen D minor auch.
Минор, мейджор тоже, не только дорийский, как бы. Можно...
All what you in D minor things. That is minor, summertime. But he is playing, and then. So it's the effect, no? Take if you can film, take this note from D minor. You have this D minor 9. You make large and then octave. We are playing D minor. This is typical D minor, strong D minor. Ja, weil das hat
там и мелодически, и гармонически это все не так подходит. Просто дело как бы вкуса.
In G7, in chords too. Band is playing G7, and then D minor, again, D minor. D minor, only D minor, and the band is playing G7. Gnadenlos, vi säger man. Senza pietà.
Он играет соль 7, а ты рубишь просто ре минор, без компромиссов.
You say,
Ну, не знаю, как.
you have to say, this is for me G7. You say this, you know.
Да, говоришь, я в ре миноре, то есть не...
You say, this for me is G7, and if you play with conviction, no, then as there. Okay.
Уверен, если играешь, что правда. Я в ре миноре и все равно. Да.
Okay, better.
Джордж.
everyone knows this, no?
What's it?
It's boogie boogie, yes. Boogie boogie form, no? The original old form. Jazz form, okay? No, this is some people goes to 67, but not everyone. And the jazz form, there are many blues jazz forms. One of the jazz forms, no? Here there are many variations, many. Parker blues. Okay, first we make like here many. I make so, no? To go here, no? Here main play, so C in English. C. And then following this, you go to B minor. And E7 is right, the tune around. Okay. Coltrane goes here, no?
B minor or B flat minor?
No, B minor.
B minor.
I make the example. Parker blues is Parker. Many forms of blues in jazz, no? Many. So, I play the first G7, C7, G7, stay in G7, then stay there, and then E7. Start G7, D minor, to go to C we make we can make this after. Instead G we go to so from here Parker blues goes there. There are so many. The most used, anyway, this is a good combination, you know. This, instead to go to G, because it's always G, then to hear something different, goes to B. And then before is this chord, it's the same thing. This is the same thing like, huh? So we have C7, huh?
C minor.
C minor.
No, B minor.
B minor, yeah, to B minor. Yes, we go from there. Instead this we make. That would be, but instead this B minor. This is nice too. This is very nice. This is very nice. You know, are always, you can write always more you can write on this thing. First form to this, to try a tone. Stay here and then, very standard jazz blues form. Very standard. And then slowly you put the whole variation. First this, then this is beautiful. When you A flat minor, D7, beautiful. Prova to begleiten. Do max the normal form. The normal form. Because the band is playing the normal form. We are thinking these old things, these things. We are thinking, improvising. But the band is playing normal. 1, 2, 3, 4. A flat minor. Slowly you put always more chance to play different colors. Okay.
Скоро должны заканчивать, к сожалению. Если есть вопросы, задавайте. Любые.
how to practice this new jazz tune, how to prepare for improvisation.
The tune?
Yes.
Yeah. First, you have to recognize in the tune that you have in front of you. You look and you have to discover where are these things that we made, because mostly of the tunes they have this thing. Sometimes are masquerade, wie sagt man, masquerade. Sometimes
Versteckt.
ja, versteckt.
Die Basis.
Ja, manchmal sind die versteckt, diese Dinge. Weißt du, was
Эти
wir
все
gemacht
вещи базовые, да, они как бы скрыты иногда. Сразу посмотришь и даже
You have
увидишь, где они.
first you practice this thing that we had. Then when you look at tune, you have to discover where are these, because in the many tunes are wrote many things that are not necessary, are only decoration.
I mean, how to practice for improvisation, how to prepare yourself for jam session.
Yeah, it's the same. You know, in jam session you have to know many tunes. You have to, and before, when you are learning the tunes, you have to analyze this. You analyze the tune. Well, then, when you have what? You look, okay, F minor, no problem. Then you have already one situation here. 2-5-1 is in another key because we did here, but this is another key. First you have to transpose. When you are practicing first this okay, when you are practicing this thing, then you will see one tune, all the things you are, no problem. You will see, then you have another 2-5-1. First you have to practice the 2-5-1. The American people in Berkeley, and I played many times with American people, they are always practicing turnaround, 2-5-1. Always practice 2-5-1. Always. In many keys. For us guitar players, no problem. But practice always 2-5-1. And when you are practicing 2-5-1, you will see that 80% from the tunes are made from this. And you practice already. When you practice a tone, 2-5-1, then you find a tune and you put what you practice on this tune. You know, and different tune. And when you know different tunes, you can go to the jam session.
Okay.
If you don't know the tunes, it's difficult in jam session. And maybe you have notes in a jam session, they put the notes on and you don't recognize because you did not this work at home, you know, at home. You have to do this work at home. When you are making 50 standards, the 51, 52, 53 are already like this that you already made. Kannst du, wenn du 50 Standard hast, dann 51, 52.
Лучше, то вся первая уже ничего там.
Was wollen wir machen? Schluss. Na gut, okay. Fragen, also questions, other questions. Or...
Can I ask a question? about how to learn just standards and how to master the tonalities. Do you suggest to learn, every just standard in every tonality, to master tonalities and to master the scales?
Yes.
This is important.
Yes. That is practicing, or you can think in numbers. Bill Evans, he thinks always in numbers. 1, 6, 2, 5. There's a 4, minor 4, and then when you are thinking so, doesn't matter in which key you are. That is 1, 6, 2, 5. You go, I don't know where here. 1, 6, 2, 5. This is always the same because you are thinking in numbers, and then the modulation where go to 4 minor. Okay, then you go. It doesn't matter where you are. 4 minor is, I don't even know which chord are. I don't know now. I'm thinking in numbers. If you think in numbers, it's much practical to play in every key. And yes, this is practical. I have to practice this. But anyway, it's a good question because it's good to know always tune in different keys. That's to practice. Or in numbers is the most practical things. Or you have to think. You have to think. Okay, but it's possible. It's no problem.
Do you give, do you make your students to study melody in different tonalities? For instance, it's Jeremy Oversold, he taught like that. He gave this to his students, to study melody in different tonalities, but to think in numbers, not for harmony, but for melody.
Yeah. Okay, you have then to make experience with a different tonality. You can do this from alone, one tonality. If you have the feeling I'm not too good in B, it's very not so much. No, it's a B in jazz, not so B flat or C, but B. Then you practice in B. You practice in B, and then until you have good control on this on this key. It's not secret, This is not secret. Practicing. Just is to make always more. The connections are always more simple. That's only. It's no secret. Only practice and look. And for us anyway, guitar players, the keys are not mysterious. You have to move just so. Okay. So, thank you. Now, if you have some more questions, yes.
Small question.
Yes.
What time do you spend for your training now? What time you spend for training now?
It's a different times. No, I at home, but I don't practice because I have to practice. I like to discover always new things. I practice because I like, and maybe I stay 4 hours, 5 hours, but maybe one day nothing. One day nothing. The day after I like one, then I stay. Then I look. I was 3 hours sitting. you know, so free.
4-5
But
часов.
when you is playing guitar,
My son is
play, yeah. When you are small, you practice, because you absorb so much. You can absorb so much, you know. You can learn so much. When you are small, you can learn so much. And then later you say, thank you, I practiced when I was small. Okay.